What's up, humans and freaks? We just got off the streets of Bellingham, Washington for the downtown Bellingham LGBT parade. And it was literally top three of all time evangelistic outreaches that I've ever done. I did not get one, let me repeat, I did not get one negative response from any LGBT person today. So these are my tracks. Somebody Loves You. On the front, you open it up, it has the gospel presentation inside, okay? All I did was walk around the entire LGBT parade today and hand these out. And all I really said was, what was my line? It was, would you like a free love gift? We are handing out free love gifts to all humans. All are invited. All are loved. And this is for everybody. I did not get one negative response. So out of, let's put percentages on it. So it's definitely in the 90 percentile. 90% of people, of these LGBT people, took my gospel tract, or gospel pamphlet, however you want to say it, with a smile, with an open heart. They were receptive. They were appreciative. Some even hugged me. I hugged them back. We had good moments. And the vibe was just amazing. It was great. I've never had... So I said this was top three, but this was number one. This was number one of my life. Of all my evangelistic outreaches on the streets and in public squares and marketplaces, this was number one in terms of the response, okay? 90-something% accepted it. And the ones who did not accept this, they took it and then they were like, no thanks. But they were nice. They never got in my face. They were never mean. They were never anything like that. Now, here's what's crazy. If I just go to a regular, street corner with, everybody walking around, just the general public, where you have heterosexual, LGBT, you have everybody, right? Because obviously today I was in a very concentrated LGBT area. It's an LGBT parade. And it was the full deal, dude. Lots and lots of people. The full deal. Stages, performances, everything. They respond way better than the general public. Because we know that what's the percentage of LGBT people in America? I don't know. It's low. It's like legit LGBT, maybe 3%, something like that. But I get way more hate from the heterosexual unbelievers. Here's the thing, you wouldn't believe it. And my friends are a witness to this. I get way more hate from you, professing Christian church people. I get way more hate from you than I do the LGBT people. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? That's why I always say, the people in orange jumpsuits in prison, and I'm going to include the LGBT people in this too, they will enter heaven before you church people. You church people, see, you're the worst. You're the worst, you church people. The LGBT people are not the worst. You church people are the worst. Dude, not only did I get the most loving, kind, positive responses back from LGBT people today, I did not get one negative response. Not one. Yeah, there was a few people, I could probably count them on one hand. I mean, how many of these did I hand out? I don't know. 100 or more? I don't know. I didn't count. But my friends, I gave them stacks of these too. They handed them out too, and they're my witness. I was like, see? My friend Leo, not a negative response as well. Guys, see, it's always the opposite with God, you guys. It's always the opposite. This is what you need to understand. The things that you think God will never touch, the things that you think God will never use or be a part of or whatever, are the very things God uses to shame you people that have preconceived ideas, that you prejudge them. The LGBT people, I've said it for years. I feel right at home. I've always felt right at home with LGBT people. You know why? Because they're a minority group and a persecuted group. That's the irony here. Just like true born-again Christians, we're the minority and a persecuted group. And guess who does all the persecuting? You church people do. You church people. You're the worst. And you know what? The LGBT people, they know it. Because you know why a lot of them became an LGBT person? When you really talk to them, and I mean talk to them, not talk at them, but talk to them, and you listen to them, and you hear their story, you're going to hear with a lot of them, guess what? They were abused by who? Church people. So what did they do? They turned the extreme opposite way and they became LGBT. Because you know why? You know why they became that way? Because somebody dressed up in a Christian mask, they wore a Christian mask, but they had a heart of the devil, abused them. And they thought, as an innocent, naive kid, they thought, this thing called love, oh yeah, I should find it in church, right? See, this is how sick and evil it all really is. They're thinking as kids, oh yeah, God, church, Jesus, love, yeah, I should find it in church. They didn't find it in church. You know why? Because they were in a church building with you religious people. Not you Jesus people. They were in a church building with you religious people, not you Jesus people. And I've encountered you people for 20 years, you church people. You disgust me on the highest of levels. The LGBT, they don't disgust me. I feel right at home with them. I really do. I always have. I've always felt comfortable around LGBT people. You know why? Because I've always felt comfortable around the disenfranchised, the minority, the persecuted, the misunderstood. I've always felt comfortable around those people. And Jesus always has too. You know why? Because you church people are the ones that murdered Jesus. It wasn't... Oh man. It wasn't LGBT people. It was you church people that murdered Jesus Christ. And funny enough, I love him. We solved our little disagreements, but one of my friends, the day before I went out to this LGBT parade, he starts kind of ranting on me in my DMs saying, oh, Brandon, why are you going to the LGBT parade? Don't you think that's going to be like, basically a bad idea? And, you're not humble and you're prideful. And like, he was attacking me the day before I'm going out to the LGBT parade. See, he was trying to stop me. He didn't realize it at the time. He realizes it now. We made up. We solved our little issue, but his issue, he was all wrong. This was the best experience I've ever had witnessing on the street. LGBT people, Jesus people love you. Never forget that.